the data collection side of ProblemBolo. And this is Ali Roy. We have Zara and Anjali. So this is the Hyderabad team, and Ashit. And thank you so much, all of you, for coming and helping us out here. So I'd like to start off with first letting you guys know how we came up with this idea around 2 years ago. It's kind of a funny story, but what basically went was that in my colony, there's this place where there's this general chart area. And then right opposite to that, there's this garbage overflowing. So one fine day, my brother and I, we were sitting and we were like, is there anything we can do about this garbage? Can we like clear this from our colony? And from there, as once we thought that there has to be a solution, and then as we started to research and we started to understand what are all the problems and how we actually create a solution for this, we realized that it's a huge problem that has to be solved, and it's just not confined to my little colony. It's not even confined to my city. Globally, cities across the world face this issue where people do not generally know where they can go to complain about any issue that bothers them about the city. And even if a few know that the grievance redressal system exists, they don't know what is happening to the company. They don't know how they're supposed to go about with this. So there's this huge opaque wall between citizens and the government. People do not know how to actually complain and what they are supposed to do once they have complained. So we were trying to bridge this gap. We wanted to create this transparency between the citizens and the government. So that is how we started ProblemBolo, and that's how we came up with the idea to start with. So I'll just quickly go through what ProblemBolo does. Explain. The main purpose of ProblemBolo is to basically bridge this gap. It's to create the transparency and to give the power to the people to complain about whatever they are having as an issue. So ProblemBolo, any issue, complain on ProblemBolo takes a complaint right to the desk that's supposed to solve it. The strength of our application actually comes in not just sending it to the person, but is that you can send it to anyone irrespective of the department or the institution. So GHMC is in Hyderabad, there's Water Board, Electricity Board, and there's so many more departments, but we cannot make a ProblemBolo specific to each and every one of this. And the citizen does not need to know about which department am I supposed to send it to and then how we're supposed to go about it. All the citizen has to do in ProblemBolo is to take a picture, mention the type of complaint and it goes to the person who is responsible to solve it. We use technologies like geofencing and then GPS tracking. We use these technologies to ensure that there's a seamless experience that is created as a citizen complains. And we have a quick video that we made to show how you complain. Right. So once you've clicked the picture, what basically happens is that you have captured whatever the complaint it is, and we also tag the location to it. And now all you're supposed to do is you're supposed to mention the type of complaint. So suppose we took a picture of garbage, then I can select garbage overflowing, and that's it. These are just two simple that any citizen should take to complain. So the thing that we have is to fill pages and to give like information that maybe no one knows about the ward, circle, zone, sector. We have no idea about all this. So a simple citizen can just click a picture and mention what it is, and it goes exactly to the person who's supposed to solve it. In two simple steps, take a picture, mention the type of complaint, it goes to the person who's supposed to solve it. This is what is the advantage with ProblemBolo is that extremely simple to use. Anybody with a smartphone who can set up a simple smartphone will know how to use it. And you can also look at all the complaints and all that are taking place, and it'll be there even in the website. The next thing that we would want to focus on is for the citizens. So you and I, we're citizens and we can complain. But the person who receives the complaint, it's not just pointing fingers at them, right? We have to create a collaborative system, a platform where both these ends can meet. So for all the officials, for the public representatives, officers, whoever is at the receiving end, there is also an application called Problem Desk. So when I complain, it goes not only to their official email IDs and whatever contact information we have, we also made an application for them called Problem Desk where they can view every one of the complaints that has fallen into there. And we provide facilities like you can filter based on the location, the type of complaint, subtype of complaint, based on who are the officers that are under it. So there is an entire system and an environment that is created that even they can work with ease. So the same process, any public representative and an officer can just log in with us, and once they log in, they'll have the initial steps of how to use the application, and there'll be a quick run of that, but I'll explain what are all the features that are involved. So this is the screen that is that is the first screen that opens up every time an official opens the application. These are all the complaints that have been filed in his jurisdiction. So if I'm a public representative, there are a lot of citizens who have complained within the area that I take care of. It will be listed in this order, and they can know what is the image, where is the location. They can see what are all the complaints that are being filed at every moment. There are features that are given for the specific person, like you'll have the My Accounts tab sort of a thing. You'll have a search, and then you also have a filter icon where you can sort based on the type of complaints. There are a lot of features that are basically provided for all these people to just work with more ease to ensure that the problem is being solved. So ProblemBolo takes care that it goes, and these guys ensure that it solves. So they can change the passwords, they can do all that. And this is the filtering process. So you can filter based on the type of complaint, based on the location. You can show all complaints, longest pending. You can shortlist them. Basically functions that can allow them to ensure that the solving takes place a little quickly. And there are also quick actions that everyone can take. So you can send, a representative can say that a problem is solved. So it will go back to all the citizens who have filed the complaint, and they can respond whether it's done or not. You can locate it on the map. So there are a lot of facilities that are provided, full screen and the other basic stuff. But this is basically how we are ensuring that both the ends are met. So we are not only just saying that ProblemBolo is an application where you can complain, but we're also creating this platform where the representatives can also be, the officials can also be a part of our system, and they can ensure that whatever complaints we send, they view it, and they can be at a platform where they can respond to the citizen as well. So we are creating complete transparency. And coming to the website has 4 important features that as we would like to call it. So the first is that we have the public representative page, we have the officers page, we have an all complaints page, and then we have the analysis. These 4 components make the website the core of ProblemBolo, excluding the complaining. So I'm a citizen, and if I would want to know what are the complaints that are filed in my area or on a specific person, if I know the public representative or the officer, I can just search their name on our website, and we'll get an entire list of all the complaints that are filed on them, all the subtype of complaints. There's a huge page that is made just for the public representatives and the officers. So I'd like to just one last minute to show you how it would work. So this is the public representative room and the officer room. They'll visually look the same, but you can know your public representative, so you can just type in a location. And so suppose I don't know who is involved in Banjara Hills area, then I can just type in Banjara Hills, and I'll know who are all the public representatives who are supposed to solve it. Then once I search that specific person, I'll get the entire details of that person who is involved in that area. So we can get the total complaints, solved, unsolved, what's the name, what's his designation, and all the contact information. So every person's progress is mapped in our system. So it's a complete monitoring system that can be made. Yeah, that's not a real representative, by the way. We just took an image from Google. But so the complaint map, the other feature that's there. So as you can see, maybe if you can see on this thing, you have the complaint map, you have the type of complaint filter. So there are a lot of options. So you'll know exactly what are the complaints. You can filter them. You can access all the data about that specific person. So there is complete transparency that is created because of this. So the representative is no more he's no more hiding behind that little office room and we can't access them. We are completely ensuring that they can be accessed. They are responsible for whatever work that they're doing, and also providing them a platform with ProblemDeco and all that. That's how in each complaint can be seen, and that's basically how the other component of the application works. And now you have the all complaints. So in general, it's a Google Map representation of how the entire complaint system works. And the last feature that I'd want to talk about is the analysis, where we are going to to analyze who are the best public representatives and officers. So we'll know we can filter based on who are the 5 best, the localities. We'll know there is complete analysis on how every locality, public representative, officer, institution, city is working. And we will continuously publish this data to the press and media so that there can be a constant driving force for these people that is created. And these features together create this entire big application called ProblemBolo. So that's basically what the application is. And I'd also just like to thank Sri Garu for helping us in this entire process to ensure that we reach the place where we are. Yeah, we are helping the public basically, but I'd also like to thank you for that. The entire team also wanted.